Good morning, everyone. My name is Diego Aldair Medina Ramirez. Today, I'm going to talk about for the grammar focus. The topic is talking about the accomplishment in the past, present, and future. I'm going to explain the structure in the future and we when we use it and how to form it, um, how to make the question a negative sentence. Well, first, I'm going to explain the structure we use to talk about for accomplishment. We have a structure for the past, the present, and the future. The most important, the structure I managed to, or was or were able to, have or has managed to, have or has able to, and the future perfect. Mm, Well, managed to, um, the first we have managed to, we used to manage to talking about something that we successfully did in the past. It usually refers to a specific time in the past. For example, we can use the word like the yesterday, last week, last year, or 2 years ago. This word is the for K word. The structure is subject, managed to, base verb, and complement. For example, I managed to pass my English exam last week. The question is, did you manage to pass your English exam last week? And the negative form, I didn't manage to pass my English exam last week. Well, the second structure is didn't manage to. We use when they tried to something in the past but were not successful. It refers a specific time in the past. For example, I didn't to manage my homework last night. The structure is subject didn't manage to base verb and complement. The question is, didn't you manage to finish your homework last night? It's important to remember that after didn't we use managed, not managed. Well, the next structure is was or were able to. We use it talking about for a specific something that successfully situation in past. I can use a specific time, so yesterday, last week, or last year. Last year, the structure is subject, was or were, able to, and the base verb. For example, I was able to help my friend yesterday. The question is, were you able to help your friend yesterday? And the negative form is, I wasn't to help my friend yesterday. Remember, I, he, and she use was, and you, we, and they use were. Well, the next structure is the have or has managed to. This structure uses the present perfect. We used to talk about something that they have successfully accomplished until now. The important difference is that we not normally mention a specific finish time. For example, we don't usually say yesterday or last week. The structure is subject, have or has managed to, and the base verb. For example, I have to manage to finish my homework already. The question is, have you managed to finish your homework yet? And the negative form is, I haven't managed to finish my work yet. Um, the next structure is, I haven't managed to. Um, the next, this structure is haven't or hasn't managed to. We usually is to talk about something that we have not successfully accomplished until now. The exact time is not specific. For example, I haven't managed to finish my project. The the question is, haven't you managed to finish your project? This man is not finished my project until, but I finish it later. The next structure is have been able to or has been able to. The next structure have or has been able to. We used to talk about things that we have been capable of doing from the past until now. The structure is subject, have or has been able to, and to base verb. For example, I have been able to learn English. The question is, have you been able to learn English? And the negative form is I haven't been able to learn English. The contraction is I've. This means until I have had the ability to learn English. Well, the next structure haven't been to able to. The next structure is haven't to is haven't or has been able to. When you when we used to something has or have been possible until now. For example, I haven't to be able to travel. The question is, have you been able to travel? And the negative form is I haven't been able to travel. Well, the next is the future accomplishment. This is the future perfect. Um, no, we are going to talk about for the future accomplishment. The first structure is in future perfect. When you when we use to future perfect to talk about an action that we accomplish before a specific time in the future. The structure is subject, will have, and past participle. For example, I will have finished my homework by tonight. The question is, will you have finished your homework by tonight? And the negative form is, I won't have finished my work by tonight. The time expression is by tonight, tells you the future deadline. And the contraction is I'll have. Well, the next structure is I'll have. The next structure is I hope I have. We used to talk about something we hope will be complained in the future. The structure is I hope, subject, will have, and the past participle. For example, I hope I'll have learned English by the next year. The question is, what do you hope? Uh, what do you what do you hope you'll have learned by next year? The negative form is I hope I won't have forgotten my English. The structure is express a future expectation or hope. Well, the next structure is I like to have. The last structure is I would like to help. When used to talk about something we would like the accomplishment in the future. The structure is subject, would like to have, and past participle. For example, I like to have bought a car. The question is, what would you like to have achieved? The negative is I wouldn't like to have failed my exam. This structure expresses a future goal. Well, to conclude, the structure helps you to talk about for accomplishment at the different times, managed to and was able to. I mainly use the for a past accomplishment, have managed to and have been able to connect the past experience with the present and the future perfect talk to about something that we complain in the future, and I hope, and I would like to have express the future expectations and goals. Well, thanks for that's all for my presentation. I hope my explanation was clear and easy to understand. And thanks you very much for the listen. Thank you.